What's up, guys? It's Drac, and this is the Nerf Zombie Strike DreadBolt. Now, the DreadBolt is a stringer style blaster, you can tell from this elastic, firing the arrows. Now, the arrow ammo has never been a particularly practical kind of ammo. As soon as these things get even the slightest bit warped, they do not work very well, but it is a very cool kind of ammo type. It's super duper unique and kind of special. Now, the DreadBolt is oversized. It's kind of comically huge. It is very cool. It looks like almost a hero weapon of sorts. Now, I do want to discuss the box just a little bit because the zombies are getting stronger, and I just think it's weird because I don't see a lot of zombies that are enhanced like this. This dude has a bolt for a finger. This guy has like created some super ghetto Wolverine claws, and that means that the zombies are like mutating and evolving. Like, what is going on there? So as the humans are using found materials to make their weaponry better and whatnot, the zombies are as well. So we are going to go ahead and get this out of the package so that we can take a look at this giant mural in the background with even more stuff going on. Like, this guy has like a power arm. That's crazy. How are zombies doing this? Anyway, comes with a scope, which is neat. The bow itself, which once you assemble it, I think is pretty locked in. Be very careful while getting this out of the package because you do not want to cut your elastic. That is the only firing source, the main power source for this blaster. So come and get all of these liberated. And there we go. So that's that, and then the arrows should come out just as easy. So 5 zombie strike arrows, not rebel. And the mural in the back is actually pretty cool. So we've got power arm zombie over there on the far left, some evil eyes coming through everywhere that there's a gap, and then again, like, this guy has a fork for a fingertip. That's just really, really wild. There's Wolverine claws again. I think that that's interesting. Whoever's doing the production design over for the Hasbro art team at the moment for Zombie Strike is very creative in terms of like, just all the traditional zombie tropes out the window. Our zombies are inventor monsters. So this is going to slide on to the front, and once it's in, I am pretty sure it's in. So if you were planning on modifying this, don't, because it's a gimmick blaster anyway. So once you've primed the blaster using the wrench style priming mechanism back here to slide the bolt all the way back, you can jam it, I guess. What's going on? So it's all the way back and all the way forward. It does not like half primes. And then the arrow sits in the very front. Now, I believe the scope goes on this way, although it is a completely hollow scope and it's not really doing anything for us of note. So firing is pretty easy once you've knocked the arrow, and there is a little gate in here that encompasses a lock system so that it knows it's got an arrow in it. You just pull the trigger to fire. Now, this is either a foregrip back here or a priming bar up here, but nowhere really comfortable to hold this. The stock itself is that traditional found materials sort of thing going on. This time it looks like some sort of weird engine almost, but it's way too short to be comfortable. So you can even see like those guys flopping as they fly, which is nuts, but it is a fun blaster. It's definitely unique. There are not a lot of crossbows this oversized that fire this ammo type. Ranges are almost irrelevant. I'm sitting probably a good 25 feet above where I'm shooting at, and I'm still only getting like 45 feet. So it's not a performance blaster by any means, but it is really cool. It's just gnarly looking all over. The deco is so-so. I mean, this side is reserved for all of these warning labels and instructions. This side just has that Zombie Strike logo front and center, and that's really about it. Zombie Strike is also on the wrench down here, but an okay looking blaster in my opinion, and a really funky ammo type. So I've never been a huge believer in the Rebel arrows just because of how fragile and frankly expensive they are. Like, this one's already warped and it literally just came out of the package, so that is unfortunate. But that was a pretty good shot, actually. That one went pretty far. this is funky. I will probably try it at today's SC&C war, but it's probably not worth buying at full retail. That's just my opinion. I think that if you're a huge believer in the Zombie Strike line, I would wait for it to go on sale and make sure that you get a bunch of the arrows as well. The only other thing of note is that this up here is storage not as a Picatinny rail or something, but it is storage for more arrows so that you can do your best Walking Dead impression, as this is like kind of a pseudo compound crossbow, but all modern crossbows are more or less compounds at this point. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this review of the Zombie Strike blaster. I know that you've already seen it in a sneak preview, but I wanted to do a full unboxing and review in my traditional style. All POV this time, guys. Hopefully the audio is pretty good. Still working on figuring out the lav mic, and as always, much love. Nerf on. Drac out.